killing husband and harming yourself. Empress Wei, Tang Emperor Li Xian. Empress Wei was the wife of Tang Emperor Li Xian, who was chosen as his consort when he was still the crown prince. She and Li Xian were sent down to Fangzhou during the reign of their mother, Wu Zixan, and suffered a lot of hardships and lived in fear. Later, when Emperor Zhongzong took the throne, Wei enjoyed all the riches and honor. Unfortunately, Wei's talent was not enough, but her ambition was too great. And she wanted to follow the example of her mother-in-law, Wu Zixan, to become the queen of the 9 and 5. As a result, she was defeated in a coup d'etat. She died, ceding the throne to Emperor Li Longji of the Tang dynasty, who created the reigns of the Tang dynasty, including the reigns of Emperor Kaiyuan and Qianbao, becoming a queen and being demoted. King Li Xian, the son of Tang Emperor Li Shi and Wu Zixan, was made crown prince in the first year of Emperor Gaozong's reign 680, and Wei was chosen to be his consort. Wei was a native of Wanyang in Jingzhou and lived in Wei Qiyu, a family of officials and eunuchs south of Chang'an. Her grandfather, Wei Hongbiao, was a military officer in the household of King Li Ming of Xi'ou during the reign of Emperor Taizong of the Tang dynasty, and her father, Wei Xuanzhen, served as a military officer in Puzhou and as an assassin in Yuzhou. On the face of it, Wei's marriage to the Li family as the crown princess was a great honor, but Wei was not complacent. However, Wei was not complacent because at the age of 25, under his mother Wu's oppressive rule and discipline, Li Xian was mediocre in his knowledge, had no guts, and did not look like a man or a manly man. However, the 20-year-old Wei was also well versed in the principles of the 3 obediences and 4 virtues of women. And since she was married to Li Xian, she did her best to fulfill her responsibilities as the crown princess. After the death of Emperor Gaozong in 683, Li Xian became Emperor Zhongzong, and Wei became Empress. It was only 3 years before she became the crown princess, and everything seemed to well. Unfortunately, Li Xian forgot that his mother, Wu Zixan, was still in power and could not be too arrogant. As a result, the emperor could immediately promote his father-in-law, Wei Xuanzhen, to the position of minister, but he was opposed by his minister Pierre Yan. The emperor said to Pierre Yan, "I am the emperor. Why can't I give the whole world to Wei Xuanzhen? Who can oppose it, not to mention just a small servant middleman?" The words reached the ears of Empress Dowager Wu Zixan. Emperor Zhongzong was immediately Wu not suitable for the emperor, the reason he abolished as the king of Luling. Down to Fangzhou, Naofang County, Hubei Province, which the first year of the Xisheng 684. In the first year of Xisheng 684, the Wu family installed their 4th son, Li Dan, as emperor, known as Emperor Ruzong. Ruzong had no interest in politics, and although he became emperor, he never asked about political affairs. Empress Wu personally received all the officials and gave orders, beginning Wu's 21-year-long autocratic rule. Relegated to live in Fangzhou was frightened. After Wei came to Fangzhou with Li Xian, the king of Luling, although she lacked food and clothing, she always felt mentally bored. After all, they had once been the emperor and the queen, but now they were banished and had no one to greet them, and it was hard to describe what it was like. The worst was yet to come. The grandson of the great Tang official Li Zhao's original surname was Shu, but his surname was later given to him. Shu Jinji, the grandson of the great Tang official Li Zhao's original surname was Shu, and his surname was later given to Li, was fed up with Wu Zixan's monopoly of power, and the use of his nephews Wu Qingxi, the son of Wu Yuanshuang, and Wu Sanxi, the son of Wu Yuanqing. So he asked the famous poet Lu Binwang to write a diatribe against the martial ink, a piece of poetry that has been widely read for centuries, detailing the sins of Wu, and then raised his troops in Yangzhou in the first year of the Guangjia era 684 to revolt, which was the first step in the crusade against the Wu regime. The first step in the crusade against Wu's regime was in 684. In the 4th year of the reign 688, Huanggu Gong Li Zhou, the son of Han Wan Li Yuanjie, the son of Li Huan, the son of Gaozi Li Yuan, forged an imperial decree of Zhongzong and told all the kings that they were to start an army to suppress Empress Wu. Wanglang Wan Li Chong, the son of Yujing Wan Li Jun, raised an army to fight against Wuxi southwest of present-day Yaoqing County. Shandong Province, while Yujingwang Li Zhen, the son of Li Shimin, the son of Emperor Taizong of the Tang dynasty, heard of this and also started an army in Yuzhou present-day Runan County, Henan Province. As a result, his father and son were defeated and killed. And many members of the royal family were implicated and killed for this reason. Seeing that the royal family was not convinced, Empress Wu went on a rampage to slaughter the kings of the royal family in the first year of Yongchang 689 and the first year of Tianzhu 690, killing as many as 30 members of the royal family. Many others were exiled to Lingnan, and hundreds of the king's relatives were killed. On the 9th day of the 9th month of the first year of Tianzhu, Wu's throne, called the Holy Spirit Emperor, changed the country's name to Zhou. Wu Zhongyidan did 7 years as a puppet emperor and was demoted to become the crown prince. The bloody and cruel, weird laser regime struggle in the capital naturally spread everywhere outside the capital. Located in Fangzhou, Luling, King Li Xian and Wang Feiwei also deeply felt this series of political storms. Fearing that their mother suddenly decrees to kill them, under the threat of death, all day prolonged uncertainty. Whenever he hears that an envoy has been sent from the capital to Fangzhou, Li Xian is so frightened that he plans to commit suicide first. Luckily, Wei was calm and advised her husband, "Life is unpredictable. Even if the capital came to the decree, it might not necessarily be the order to give death. Why not wait and see what happened?" The result was always a safe journey. This couple helped and encouraged each other in the state for 14 years. Li Xian was so grateful for Wei's support that he once swore to Wei's face, "If I have a chance to see the light of day in the future, I don't care what you want to do." Although the afflicted couple's deep affection is touching. After Li Xian resets, Wei does what they want, intervening in the government and their filthy palace. The results Li Xian does not ask for. Is it all in the dark own providence? Restoration of the throne of obscenity. Wu Zishan was the emperor for 15 years. Although his private life was very rotten, he could appoint honest ministers such as Wei Yuanzhong, Liu Shaid, and Ji Renji so the dynasty could be on the right track. She even adopted Di Renji's suggestion, gave up the idea of passing the throne to her nephew Wu Qingsu or Wu Sanxi, and sent people to Fangzhou to welcome back a couple of Luling Huang in the first year of the Shengli 698, and established Li Xian as the crown prince. The original crown prince Li Dan was demoted to a phase of the king. To Chang'an 4 years 704, 81-year-old Wu Zishan was seriously ill for a few months, could not get up to see the court. The results the Chancellor Shang Ganji, Cui Xuanhui and courtiers Jinghui, Huan Yanfen, Yuan Jiji, etc. took advantage of the opportunity to embrace the Li Xian restoration, overthrew the Wu regime. Li Xian once again sat on the throne of the emperor, still called Zhongsong, and Wei got a taste of being an empress again. Soon afterwards, the emperor took on Shangguan Wana, one of Wu's female officials. Shangguan Wana was originally a female official in the palace. Because of their cleverness and vivacity, the writing is beautiful, became Wu Zishan's female official. When Wu was in power, most of the documents were drafted by her. Wu's in the palace promiscuous relationship between men and women, Shangguan Wana in the ears and eyes, but also inevitably sinus open. And Wu's nephew Wu Sanxi has the muscle support of the relatives. After the resurrection of the Middle Kingdom, the young and beautiful, infinite flavor of Shangguan Wana, they sealed Shangguan for Chaoyu. Shangguan Wana became the favorite concubine of Emperor Zhongsong. And naturally, it was not good for her to be with Wu Sanxi anymore. In January of the first year of the Shenlong reign 705, Shangguan Wana, to make up for her debt to her old lover, introduced Empress Wei to Wu Sanxi. In this way, she was able to make up for her loss to Wu Sanxi. "I stole your husband and gave you my old lover, so I was even." Wu Sanxi was so handsome and dashing that Empress Wei felt that the deal was not bad. Plus, that her husband had sworn to God that he would not question her every move, so Empress Wei quickly became very close to Wu Sanxi. Wu Sanxi's relationship with the emperor was not only a guest brother, he was also the in-law of Emperor Zhongsong. It turned out that the youngest daughter and princess, born after Zhongsong and Wei, married Wu Sanxi's second son, Wu Chongshun, Li, Wu. Two families have in-laws, Kisses on kisses. Wu Sanxi had the opportunity to often meet with Wei, and access to Wei's physical charity. Princess Anna was born when Emperor Zhongzong and Empress Wei were relegated to Fangzhou by their mother, Wu Zixun, and were on their way to the state's border. This commemorative significance, coupled with the fact that Princess Anna had a sensitive nature and a beautiful appearance, made her especially favored by her parents since she was a child. What Princess Anna wanted, Zhongzong and Wei Hao always tried their best to do, never say anything. Princess Anna's situation of being proud of her favor, of course, can be imagined. Wu Chongsheng was born good-looking and had a good appearance and elegance. His marriage with Princess Anna was the envy of many people. Under the protection of Wei, Wu Sanxi not only often in and out of the palace, but they are also sitting in the palace on the dragon bed. Wei is playing games, but Zhongzong, the side of the 2-point chips, counting the winners and losers, does not think anything is wrong. This is real people to sell him. He also helps others count money. Coup d'etat and lover's husband's murder. Since the Crown Prince Li Chunjun was not born to Empress Wei but was a child of Emperor Zhongzong and a courtesan, Empress Wei disliked him very much. The only son born to Empress Wei and Emperor Zhongzong, Li Congra, was killed by Xian Yiji, the head of Wu Zixun, which was the most saddening thing for Empress Wei. Princess Anna was the jewel of Wei and the granddaughter of Wu Zixun, from childhood to do whatever she wanted. She developed a female supremacy mentality, quite wanted to follow the example of her grandmother. One day also can inherit the throne. The history of China's second female emperor, so in the second year of the Xianlong 706, privately asked his father to the Crown Prince Li Chunjun abolished, and establish himself as the Empress. Zhongzong did not know what to do and asked his minister Wei Yuanzhong. Wei Yuanzhong said, "The Crown Prince is the Crown Prince of the country and has not made any mistake. How can you just abolish it? If the princess is made the Queen's mother, then what name should the extra horse harnessed by the side of a team be given?" The world's people must be greatly shocked. I am afraid this is not a blessing for the princess. Princess and knew Wei Yuanzhong was making trouble and told Emperor Zhongzong, "Yuanzhong is a peasant from Shandong. How can he be qualified to talk about national affairs? My grandmother was able to become the emperor, but I am a princess. So what's wrong with being a dowager daughter?" Mr. Zhongzong was speechless and shook his head repeatedly. When Princess Anna saw that the emperor refused to abolish Crown Prince Chongjun and appoint herself as the Empress Dowager, she asked her mother Wei to imitate the precedent of Wu Zixun's system of government so that a female ruler could reign over the whole country. After hearing this, Queen Wei was moved and actively began to make arrangements. In the first year of Jinglong 707, the terrified Crown Prince Li Chongjun and the left Featherwood General Li Duoger decided to launch a coup d'etat by leading the Forbidden Army at the North Gate to attack and kill the Waiwu group. But the result is only the Wu family killed Wu Sanxi, Wu Chongshun and his relatives, more than 10 people, into the palace to search for Queen Wei and other people, but Zhongzong for Shangguan won a persuasion. With Queen Wei, Animal Princess's refuge in the Xuanwu Gate building, to Xuanwu Gate guards to meet the battle. As a result, Li Duozhira was defeated and killed, and the Crown Prince Li Chunjun was also killed at the same time. This coup d'etat could be considered a double loss. Although the prince was eliminated, the Kai party side died of the vicious and combative Wu Sanxi, and Princess Anna's son-in-law, Wu Kongxing, also lost his life. Empress Wei and Princess Ellie were really in tears. After Wu Kongxing's death, Empress Wei recruited Wu Yangxiu, Wu Cheng's second son, to be Princess Anne was extra horse harnessed by the side of a team. Princess Anne's son, Wu Yangxiu, who had passed away earlier, was not inferior to Wu Chongshun, but was a good singer and dancer. Wants to claim the throne and jeopardize the clan. Jinglong 2 years, 3 years, is the most intimate period of Emperor Zhongzong and Empress Wei. The two together to watch the courtesan's tug of war, a private tour of the night market. Empress Wei did not have a lover to stir up trouble, as if it began to fulfill the duties of a woman again. However, these were only appearances. After the Crown Prince's death in a failed coup d'etat, Empress Wei became even more powerful in the imperial court. Her brother Wei Wen and Wu Sanxi's cohort Song Xiechuka, the son of Wu Zixun's uncle's sister, were all in power. Wei also used many women to intervene in politics, besides Princess and Ellie and Shangguanwana, Wei's younger sister. Mrs. Qing, Shangguanwana's mother, Mrs. Pierre, Sheng, the sorceress, the fifth Ying'er, etc. These people took bribes for personal gain and sold out their businesses, and they also took advantage of the situation. These people took bribes for personal gain and sold their titles, and the trend of women interfering in politics reached another period of great prosperity after Xian. Zhongsong gradually became dissatisfied with the dominance of the relatives and the women, and this reaction aroused the suspicion and fear of Empress Wei and her clique. Empress Wei wanted to imitate Xian's story. Princess Anna also wanted to achieve the goal of being the Queen Mother. So the mother and daughter conspired in the 4th year of the king's reign to poison the pie in the Wei the 50th year. Old Emperor Zhongsong poisoned to death in the Palace of the Dragon. After the death of King Zhongsong, Empress Wei responded to public opinion by appointing King Wen Likong-Mao, the 4th son of King Zhongsong, born in the harem, as the crown prince, and he was soon crowned the youngest emperor. Although Likong-Mao was crowned emperor, all the power was in the hands of Empress Wei and her cohorts. Wei Wen was in charge of the internal and external military power, and Wei's children held all the necessary military and political positions. Songchak also repeatedly wrote letters to ask Empress Wei to become the emperor. Empress Wei wanted to become the emperor, but she still had some worries because the young emperor, Li Dan, was an obstacle for her to become the emperor, and how to get rid of it was a problem. In addition, Princess Taiping, the daughter of Xian and Emperor Gaozong, had always been at odds with Princess Aung. So how to remove these obstacles one by one?